Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh. Oh. Oh God. Brent, your comment just caught my eyeball. Thank you. Hi, Mom's Kelly. Looking for the ship jumpers, huh? Hmm. Yeah, Brent, that's the one that caught my attention. And go, Vandy. Ah. Whew. Ah. So where y'all want to start tonight? Where do y'all want to start tonight? I don't want to start off jumping straight on the hurting feelings. Refs were horrible. Got to check out some UFC. You almost forget it's Saturday night. KP's press. KP's presser. I don't know. I guess DA got a new target, Brent. He was on Cal last year the same way. It's a terrible pass interference call on Josh Meekins. What's up, Lauren? Figured you went to sleep, girl. Is Arsenal at the top of the league? Y'all know Arsenal was my squad. Because of Thierry Henry. I went to France and people always tell me I look like him. So I decided to find out who he was. I saw him playing. Then Arsenal became my squad. Big time mistargeting call, Moms Kelly. Let me see. Did somebody send me the Kenny Payne presser? Let's see. Kenny Payne presser. I might have retweeted that. Let me see. Men's basketball. Pressers right there. Face mask as well. They did a lot of holding. I mean, God, they just reputation just let them play. Godly, Clemson's reputation just let them just get away with everything. I mean, they just offensive line just tackle people. That was just ridiculous. Hold on. Let me get this right. Hold on. Excuse me. I think I got one more, so bear with me. We gonna be rich forever. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm going as fast as I can. Share.
I know I'm probably sounding like a broken record, but when you see young people's emotions go high and low, and they're supposed to be your leaders, that's hard. I told this team from the day I walked in here, each guy, all I really care about is that you look confident and that you play with energy and you learn to play together. That's all I really care about. I don't care if you miss every shot. I know you're going to make mistakes. Do it with confidence. Don't let your opponent feel like they belong with you.
Brad, I'll come back to you on that one.
You're Louisville. Do you understand what that means? Well, what's happening is I got guys that don't know what that means, don't understand Louisville, can't get out of themselves way. The game is a roller coaster emotionally for a lot of guys. You can't win that way. You can't win. They scored 42 points in the paint. We have to be a defensive team to win. If we did enough offensively to win that game, should have won it by 15, but they're a good team. They're a good offensive team. 42 points in the paint, 19 turnovers. you ain't beat nobody. You can't win a game like that. So, questions?
Yes, Kenny. First question, Coach Payne. 19 turnovers for your team. Ellis had 8 of the 19. He is your primary ball handler. How long do you think it'll take you to rein him in, to get him to understand when to go and when not to go? Because he's important to your offense, as you see, but he does make critical mistakes. How long do you think it'll take you?
I know he doesn't want to make mistakes, Jerry. I know that he, emotionally, I keep saying it. If you're our leader, if you're one of our best players, how do you lead when they see you with your head down? How do they see you when you're too emotional? How do you lead us like that? You can't. You can't lead us like that. You have to lead us with steady. And you'll see me doing this. What is that? Why are you so high? Why are you so low? All I ask you to do is be confident and steady the ship. I know you're going to make mistakes. It's okay if you get a turnover. Just get fundamentally sound turnovers. Don't try to go behind your back, and it's not going to work. You would think, versus the press, I don't know exactly what happened, but I know he dribbled the ball. And I know that's the number one thing versus a trap that you don't do is you get it and you pivot. And Jalen steps in, boom, you make the pass, and we have nothing to talk about. But, and it's not just that. I mean, you go through this game and we lose the game by 1 again. How many mistakes was made from the beginning to the end that led to the loss? There was a stretch we was up 10. That should have been 18. You get it to 18, next thing you know, you can get it to 24. They are learning or trying to learn what winning is. And that's hard for young people. It's really hard.
Kenny, you talked about, kind of letting them hang around and a guy like Calvin who can go get buckets at the end. What did you think about the job you guys had done on him up until those last 5 minutes? And what did you see from him down the stretch and on the last shot?
2 things. One, there were 2 plays. I thought overall we was okay against him. I thought our length and athleticism bothered him some. But there was a play when he got a 3 and we switched and our hands are down. I must have showed 8 clips before where he came off in a switch and a bigger player hands are down and all he could see is the basket. If your hand's up, he can't see the basket and you're in a stance. Now he's going to drive it. Maybe we can collapse. But if your hands are down, you're giving him a 3. You're giving him a shot at a free basket. And then the last one, we switched again. He got to a spot. He made a tough shot. I wish we would have collapsed. Make him make another pass or something. I don't know. But he made a hell of a shot.
Just to understand, on your last offensive possession, you got it to L, and you wanted him to give it back to Withers as quickly as possible because it looked like he also kind of dribbled into the corner where they could trap him.
So I wanted him to catch. I wanted him to pivot, and I told him you can go left or you can come around and circle around. But what happened was he caught it and he dribbled right away. When you dribble right away against a zone or against a pressing zone, you're asking for trouble. So you got to just catch it and pivot and see what you got and let people come to you so that you can make a pass. If we do that, maybe we win the game.
Coach, after the jump ball and they get the ball back, about 8 seconds left, was there any discussion about maybe fouling with fouls to give before they got the shot off?
No. I want us to be a team that should be able to get a stop. I mean, think about the play. What was it? Was it the tip in? Was it the backdoor cut? If we got to foul to prevent those 2 things, come on, what are we saying? Like a tip in, that's a rebound. We know we got to box out. A backdoor cut, we talked about it for 3 days. They're going to backdoor cut, stay below your man. Don't give, no matter what the driver dribbles at you, backdoor cut, don't. There was a rotation, why were we above our man? I don't know. I mean, we're learning as we go. And Jerry asked a great question. When do I think Ella will get it? Well, I'll say, when do I think we all will get it? When do we become one unit, one heartbeat, fighting to get a double? That's the question.
Kenny, right here in the back, you talked about some of L's decision making. Do you think I don't know, the pressure or the weight on him as the primary ball handler without like a true backup or relief maybe plays into some of that decision making specifically down the stretch?
Listen, as I say that about L, I'm not in no way blaming L. L is a major piece to what we are doing. He's probably our most dangerous player. You take L. Ellis away from this team, and we're in big trouble. But with that comes a responsibility. Your emotions have to stay steady. You can't go high and low on us, no matter what happens on that court. Some of those turnovers were emotional turnovers. They scored on us, I got to make a play. Run the offense, keep us solid. So I'm not in any way saying blaming L. I mean, he had 29 points. I would like for those 8 turnovers to be assists, but overall, I think he played hard. He just made emotional mistakes.
Kenny, I guess as someone who's worked with bigs and helped develop them, how do you try to get confidence in your post guys? It seems like they're still tentative in terms of going to the hoop.
I mean, we work on it every day. I talk about, as a player, I would love to have a coach that just said, I don't care about your mistakes, just be confident. I'm going to sub you based off your confidence. If you look confident or you look tentative, if you look afraid. I mean, I don't know what else do you say to a kid to make him just get over your hurdles. Believe that you're going to do well. Believe that you have the energy to fight through whatever you're facing and go do it. I would like for these bigs to be more aggressive. I would like for Brandon. Brandon is trying. Sid is struggling a little bit. I'm trying to go to him in the post. They just got to figure it out. It's real simple.
Coach, what do you need to do to get Kamari being more aggressive? It seems like he's really hesitant to really attack, and even the pull-up game in the mid-range, those types of things that he seemed to be confident with coming in, he's not really doing right now.
Well, you can tell there's a lot of doubt there. There's uncertainty there. Again, I'm trying to free him up. Just play, man. Just play. Play and learn about yourself and learn how to play through adversity. And, he texted me after the last game and said, thank you, coach, for hanging in there with me. I'm going to hang in there with you. I need you to play well. I don't need you to be the most productive. I just need you to be aggressive, confident, and energetic. Those 3 things, that's all I'm at. Now, I'm also asking you to share the ball and know that you got 4 other players on the court with you, but that's all I'm really asking for.
Kenny, you mentioned the points in the paint there. They had a couple of plays in the first half that they just threw simple entry passes, and the guy turns and there was nobody between him and the rim. What's going on those kind of plays?
We're so concerned with our man. If the ball is on the opposite wing, Jalen had 2 or 3 of them where opposite wing, you're going the corner, opposite, you belong on the split. How can you not know that? We worked on it. We know it. Don't be so concerned about the ball dictates your position. The ball does, not your man. The man can run to the concession stand. You stay at that split. We're learning. I can't really explain all of it, except I know that they don't want to make mistakes. And sometimes this is, I don't want my man to score. Well, this isn't about your man. This is about defensive concepts, winning basketball.
Yeah, Kenny, you're 0-2, could easily be 2-0. What do you say to the players to keep them on a positive arc?
Again, we have to change. There are things about us that within the team we need to change. Things about our personalities we need to change. Things about our culture we need to change. Things about our work ethic we need to change. This is bigger than just them. So I try to explain that to them. I'm not giving up on them. I love them. I do see growth. But I'll say this again, if winning was easy, everybody would be winning. this is hard. This is hard. Sometimes kids come from programs where they never really understood winning. If you don't understand winning, you don't understand the sacrifice that comes with winning. To be able to give of yourself, not for anything other than your teammates. That you know that just setting the hard screen will have an impact on winning. Hitting your man and getting a rebound will have an impact on winning. Making a pass to a guy in the shooting pocket will have an impact on winning. Just being solid. Hersey, be solid. Be solid. You don't have to be great. Be solid. It will have an impact on winning. Brandon, you get it in the post, you make a good move. We work on it every day. Just be solid. Make the move with confidence. It has an impact on winning. How you talk to your teammates, it has an impact on winning. How y'all deal with each other. I look at the chemistry.
Coach Gannon card
Take
nation.
one guy and then put the other four on the side when they're on the court. So take L and look at the other four. Take Sid and look at the other four. Take Jalen, look at the other four. What is the chemistry there? There's a part of this game that not many people talk about, but you have to be in sync with one another for winning. It's hard, but you have to.
So where you want to start? You want to start with offense, defense, personnel, different players? You want to start with the coaching? Where do you want to start at? Hold on. Actually, give me about 40 seconds, but I'll still talk to y'all. I'm sure y'all know what I'm doing. So are we talking coaching? Because there are a few things that I would say. You remember when Coach said eventually there's going to be consequences? It might be consequence time for a few things, Coach. Coach, actually, each player should have one confident. Hold on, y'all. I was washing my bed linen, so gotta throw some sheets and gotta throw a couple of sheets in the dryer. Don't mind the noise. Okay. Do that. What else was I supposed to grab while I was out here? I don't know. We'll come right back. Each player gotta have what is it called? Each player has to have like a individual rule. Individual. It's like, oh God. It's like if let's just say I'll give Jalen Withers. I'll use him as the hypothetical. If Jalen Withers gets to the basket in the kill zone and avoids the contact, that's one of those things I'll start giving him a consequence. It's hard to give L. Ellis the bad shot consequence because you want him to be aggressive. But I do see what he says with the highs and lows. Huntley looks light and winded. Wait, you think he looks what skinny? It's more lack of effort and deep instinct, coach. Okay, Infinite Rosetta, don't say, well, I mean, you can say whatever you want. I would say intensity not effort. Like lack of desperation. Like that. That's what like it's one of those things. Like they look like they're playing hard, but not desperate on defense. If we were opening on the road, right? I kept saying the double team, our big man down low. I thought they made some good passes out the double team. Yeah, like the 29 out of L, like when we go back and look at the film and we're gonna see how many good shots, how many good shots for great shot. Listen, here's my biggest fear with L. This is my personal biggest fear for L, because I see a lot of myself getting like, I think the coaches coach me the same way they're trying to coach L. Like, make something happen for somebody else, right? And my biggest fear is all offseason, everybody was just saying, well, L's a scoring guard. And I'm like, nah, he can start running the point. He can distribute. He just got to learn to relax, learn he's going to be in the game, blah, blah, blah. So when he has when he has these big scoring games against Wright State and then you lose, but he has the points, then it like adds fuel to the narrative that he's still just a scoring guard. You know what I'm saying? So I know Coach Payne is coaching him to be a facilitator. He's trying not to handicap him, but like he's gonna have to really, he and Coach Payne are really gonna have to film room it up. But listen, they did take it to the basket a lot more aggressive. They were a lot stronger with the ball when they went. Like, this is not going to be just a crush on Louisville session if you're not going to acknowledge that they've looked much better every game. And when I say better, they're not playing. It's not necessarily the opponent that's beating them. I mean, like, that's okay. To somebody who says the competition is going to get a lot better, it's not the competition that's beating them right now. They're beating themselves with bad decisions, emotional decisions. You can see it. I want to see Ree and Fabio. Me too. Gary Crump in the building. Late night, rough day at the office. Keep the faith. Yeah, L wants to prove everyone wrong. He just needs to prove. Oh no, prove it to the team. L just needs to prove it to his teammates and the coaching staff. Are we having Midnight Fam on Midnight Fam crime? I see Lauren out here threatening Cashmere. Cashmere out here. Poor talking Kenny Payne. I think Sydney came out second half trying to do a little better. Like the effort you seen from Hersey. Yep, I agree. Man-to-man defense concepts. Most of these guys have never played it before. Yeah, but here's the problem with that. They still know how to close out. Like last year, they knew how to close out and stay on the floor, but keep a hand up. They're not doing that as much. They're not doing it with the same discipline as last year. The help side, you're two passes away. They're playing a bit tired. They're playing a bit, like I said, lack of I don't say tired, just lack of urgency. L got to hit the big man on the pick and roll a little more. Had to be like 10. I don't know. Let's bring up the stats. Hold on. Louisville basketball schedule. Let's do the whole thing. Let me see. Let me look at their team. Their team 10. The center had 10 in 27 minutes. Guard had 17. 13, 10. Ugh. Mike James had 8. Jalen Withers had 15. Jalen Withers had 15 and 11. Brandon Huntley Hatfield had 10 and 6. Sidney Curry, did he only have 3 and 6? Did Sidney Curry only have 3 and 6? L. Ellis had 29 points, 2 assists. JJ Traynor had 4, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Kamari Lands had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 points. Hersey Miller had 3 points, 1 assist. Oh, man. Rose had a good opportunity today. He got a little butterfingery. We shot 50% from the floor. We were 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Good free throw shooting. Total rebounds, golly. They were so much more desperate on the rebounds, too. They had 12 assists. We had 9. We only had 2 blocks. They had 9 steals. We had 8. We had 19 turnovers, and both teams had fouls. That's just passive play. That's really passive play. That's something. That's a thought. That's a thought. Yeah, help side defense, Charles. I agree. Hold on. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he got the yips. Yeah, Kamari has those Sam Williamson yips right now. Yeah, they're not follow some of their rules, their help side defensive rules. They're not doing a good job staying down in position. But that's the sacrifice the coach is talking about. Staying down in position, y'all know how you do the squats where the coach just makes everybody stay in a squat position. How long can you stay in that, position? Not for yourself, but for the team and all that good stuff. But eventually when he starts punishing them for that kind of stuff, I think you'll see a quick jump. How Kamari look at his games versus what you saw in practice. Yeah, he got early season yips, in my opinion. 37 from the backcourt, 32 from the front court. He's got a look on his face. Yeah, I like Hersey made his guards uncomfortable. Like I said, that's a conversation. JJ Traynor did a great job of catching that ball, coming down with it, gathering himself, and going back up with it on the alley-oop attempt. Sid only took 2 shots. Yeah, but Coach Payne said a long time ago, Sid, hey, you're like all these guys, their points is not going to be the reason they play good necessarily. Like when he says confidence, it's like being aggressive. I think when, okay, put it this way. When he says guys need to be more confident, I think a lot of the guys say they think confidence is just the swag. Okay. Okay, Coach Payne is explaining to them, you got to be confident. But hey, guys, confidence isn't every time you hit a shot, do this to the crowd. Confidence ain't, wagging your tongue. You know what I'm saying? Confidence is, getting down low in your position, scoring on a dude, and after you score, getting right up on the man. Like confidence saying, I'm going to bully you out the gym. That's what confidence is. So I think there's you gotta marry those ideas that confidence is not swagger. Confidence is aggression. Confidence is, is taking it to somebody. That's what the confidence is. So right now, I think they're having a hard time like understanding, that element. I mean, L. Ellis at the end of the half, or L. Ellis makes that backdoor cut. Jalen Withers, kind of, throws a hard pass, Then he's barking at him. It's like, I feel you, but at the same time, like, dude, I just try to get you the ball. Like, maybe the alley-oop wasn't there. You didn't see what was behind you. You obviously got knocked on the ground. Like, no, I'm not throwing that up. Like the help side was there. They would have been there for the lob to bump you, Ellis. Not confident. Not playing confident enough. Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't even want to use that name. If Curry anywhere near I ended last season. Yeah, facts. I mean, even L. Ellis was a lot more relaxed. Yeah. Like Jalen Withers, he cannot dribble that high. Jalen Withers is going to lose the ball a lot more if he keeps dribbling that high in traffic. I was like, that, yeah, y'all gotta get solid with your ball handling. We had about 2 or 3 opportunities to outwork our opponent for back tips. We did not do that. Right. Our bench is being outscored 59-17. More I mean, listen. It's fair to ask Sidney Curry to look at how hard he played last year and how passionate he played last year versus this year. And it's like you got to ask him, what's the difference? What do you think the difference is? Because it's like, Sidney, you were in hell when Coach Mack had him on the bench and he was never playing. He was in hell. And it's like, dude, stop messing around, because if you go back to that bench, you're going to be so sad. Yeah, but letting those guys get positioned right under the basket and score on you and not chesting up, you know what I'm saying? Like they're playing. There is definitely a lack of desperation in stopping your man from scoring. Like that's one thing you'll that's going to jump off the tape. Or it's like, you don't start playing defense when your man gets the ball. That's another thing you're going to learn. The defense is before your man gets the ball. It's being in position. It's being up in the being either in the passing lane or like he said, being below your man to make sure they don't, get you on the back door, cut, stuff like that. Like you got to be down in position be in the position in the court you're supposed to be. That's where the defense is played. By the time they get the ball, it's like, no, it's too late. And one. Rephrase that. Yeah, box out closeouts. Yep. Yep. Yeah, right. It's like just because you're big, like boxing out, even on the offensive end, we let them box us out, but they outwork us too many times. Like, not all the time, but we've gotten outworked for way too many rebounds. You say Sid's just in his head. Thought we had better. Walter, I really think that might be something. There might be something to that. Like, we got to go back to real fundamentals. Just our screens were bad. We're not setting good screens. Sometimes we do a lot of opportunities to set good screens. It's like, ugh. Yeah. I'm not worried about the last shot. I'm worried about the game. It's like he said it, one mistake per possession. You can't have that. 5 guys got to be doing the right thing. If NIL is based off performance, they'd be pros. Yeah, like I said, I don't think we lost to our opponents. Like, we lost because of focus. We lost because of, lack of confidence, lack of aggression. We're not losing. So that's why I don't worry about the competition level of the opponent. We have talent. Some of them are overnight. Some of them are the long game. That's I know that's a terrible answer. Some of them are overnight. Some of them are overnight. Some of them, okay. Boxing out could be overnight. Boxing out could be overnight. Help side defense could be 10 to 14 days. But like I said, really a commitment to boxing out could be overnight. Like I said, really working on being in the help side in guarding position, that's going to have to be between now and Arkansas. Like Maui, you're not going to get your help side where it needs to be by Maui, but you can really start making big improvements, over that time. What other things? Offensive rebounding. You could really make quick jumps there. Ball pressure, it's going to take a lot longer. Because here's the thing, y'all. You can't make so much ball pressure because your help side defense isn't right. If you don't know your help side is going to be where it's supposed to be, you're too scared to put any pressure on the pass or the dribbler or anything else. Yeah, the game winner was a tough shot. Like I said, you shouldn't be in that. Okay. This is why it's not just conditioning. Another root enterprise. This is why it's just not his physical conditioning. Because he's running like that on the second play. Are you telling me out of shape means after you play 3 minutes, then you're breathing hard? Like I said, I talked about it last night. Troy could give you, 10, he can go up and down the court 10 times and keep up with anybody. Troy, Escalade, Jackson, right? So if Sydney's running slow on the second possession, that has nothing to do with out of shape in your body. That's out of shape here. If he can't outrun the guys that are on that court in the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the game, that has nothing to do with his physical conditioning. Otherwise, you just say he's slow, and he's not slow. Yeah, right now, Sidney Curry, I don't think his attitude is where it needs to be. I'm not saying he has a bad attitude, but it's not like a desperate. He doesn't have an urgency to him right now. You can't have 19 turnovers. So what did he get? What was his rebounds? He did get 6 boards. 22 minutes. 6 boards is not bad. But again, Sydney, the problem is we're comparing him to last year. We were expecting a natural improvement from last year. So it's kind of like one of those, we've already seen what you can do. So if Sydney was incoming freshman that we never seen or incoming transfer that we never seen, we wouldn't be holding him to this high of a standard. Yeah, listen, Dante, I feel you, but he does. He does. Oh, God, that was the funniest. Our defense reminds me of Paget year without so many games because couldn't control it. Yeah, there's no excuse for us not to be dominant on the boards. Zero excuse. Eventually they will, Terrence. If they don't tighten up. But here's the thing. While he's in culture building, he's not going to hide behind the zone. That's what we learned. Listen, when he got asked the question about calling a timeout, he's like, I'm not calling timeouts yet. I should be able to get a stop. I'm not calling timeouts to pamper a team. No, go get a stop. Establishing culture. No, I'm not going zone because somebody's busting your ass. Y'all either help him out or y'all switch or something. Because especially with these players, if players are more talented than you, okay, now I got to help my guys. If players are just all talented and we don't have an answer talent-wise, then I can go zone. Then I can help y'all out. But if you let somebody who's not more talented than you, not faster than you, they're just playing harder than you, I'm not going zone if I'm Kenny Payne. No. Sorry, fans. We're going to lose this game till they learn this lesson. We're going to get better at stopping our man. We'll eventually start making substitutions, but we will learn to stop our man without having to sit in the zone and hide somebody. This is game 2. I'm not going in zone against Wright State in game 2 because they don't want to play hard or they don't want to play desperate or intense or something like that. No, I think the coaches can be meaner. I'm always okay with being a little meaner. Yeah, I did like Hershey's intensity today. I mean, that is what it is. Like, but here's the thing. He was saying the exact same thing about Cal and Kentucky last year, and I think they was biting his head off. So It is what it is. I don't agree. Mm. Listen, he's right. He's right about the intensity level, but that's why I use the word intensity and desperate instead of effort. Because again, when you're learning, right? Like you got it. Like it's easy to speak from a I know everything, and think about this. I could watch every single play and say that guy's not in good position. That guy's not running hard as he should. That guy, okay, we do an excellent play. I skip past that play. Do another great play. Skip past that play. Oh, here's screw ups. Screw up. That guy's not doing right. He's not doing right. Anybody who's played the game at a high level can pick apart everybody's video. You think you can't go pick apart Bellarmine's video? Oh no. Yeah, I thought he would be. Like the way Coach phrased it'll be damn near impossible. If I could go back, that's probably the one thing I would have took out of his press conference, or his conversation language. Like, don't tell them it's damn near impossible because you already gave them a bailout. Yeah, go get a stop, Jeff. Go get a stop. I should just, gosh darn it. If I hadn't had a drink, I'll be on my way to Derby City myself. I mean, I haven't seen him scream, holler at one buck. I haven't seen one yell, one flex. Last year he's dancing on the and ones. We should be able to get a stop. So what, you think he should come off the bench? Well, I'll go to practice next week. JJ, listen, JJ, listen. Y'all got to get down in stance. Yep, Mike James is big time. I was really happy at how strong he was with the basketball. Yeah, the coaches, they're going to get, but they are going to get meaner. I think they didn't want to come in just being iron-handed. Yeah, and Sydney, like, go get some boards. Go get some boards, Sydney. Go get some, and I mean boards like offensive boards. Get some buckets. But I would never compare Kamari Lands to Sam because Sam he wouldn't even dribble the ball. Like Kamari was at least trying to get somewhere with it. Sam just like froze up. I'm sure I can watch this develop. Effort. Yeah, Jeff, we got to go film session, right? We got to go film session, right? I hate that we're not going Clemson. We owe Clemson. We owe our football team some Clemson conversation, but I might have another show tomorrow night too, so I can talk about Malik. I know. Steve and myself thought about that too. Hersey got some good action. Like I said, I'm not going to put that stuff right on him. Yeah, that'll come. We never talked about it. We had to do that another night. We got to do, Lauren, you got to remind me to go back to the Escalade. I don't know. I tell you what. Where can I watch that? Where can I watch that? YouTubers. I hope you got a social media, either Twitter or Facebook. Because we gotta go watch some of the game. Let's do it right now, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull the YouTube down and go to my Facebook or my Twitter. I know, Ricky. I'm gonna get back to it. Oh, I know. Oh, that was funny though. Boom. Let's see. Okay. Goodbye. If y'all don't want to look at film sessions, follow me to my Twitter or Facebook.